essentially what Paul was coming down there and saying. You guys have started like a tradition here about what's going on here, and you're not discerning the Lord's body. You're not discerning that that's the Lord's body. And you're not discerning what it means that his body was broken for you. And you're not discerning what it means that his blood is the cup of the new covenant. You're not discerning that. Well, guess what? Those are the things that bring healing to our whole spirit, souls, and bodies. Right? Yes. And so if we're not discerning what happened when the Lord's body was broken and what happened when his blood was shed, then we're not experiencing the healing that comes from those things in our spirit, souls, and bodies. Yeah. You know, it's like there's a fleshly man, there's a fleshly Greg, if you can just follow me and try and understand what I'm saying. If I don't feel good, or I feel weak, or I cut the grass today, and let's say I sweat like crazy, well, Greg's physical body needed to be replenished, right? And so he needed to get some liquids afterwards, some Gatorade, whatever, to get my electrolytes back in me. And so I needed those nutrients in order to be whole, right? Because I was sick, so to speak. Well, I'm a spirit man, not in the sense that I don't have a body, but because of the blood of the Lamb, there's a new system by which I find life or nutrients. And that is the word of life that was made flesh in Jesus. Okay, so in the same way, I would need electrolytes if I'm parched or if I'm dehydrated to receive strength again. That's how it is with the Lord's body and blood. That when we see what those things are declaring and we feed on those things, we receive strength in our whole spirit, souls, and bodies. It nourishes us. It's nutrients for us. It's actually the nutrient that will give us life. Right? And that's the thing that's hard for us. And that's actually what the blood of the cup is supposed to declare. That we're not the kind of being that finds nutrients for life from the world or from our flesh. Right. We're the kind of being that finds nutrients for life from the word of truth of what God's done in Jesus. Right? And communion's designed to set your eyes on that in order that you might receive nutrients and receive strength. Yes. Now the serpent said, let me now mix my thinking up in that thing so that not only do they not receive strength from it, but they even receive more weakness when they do it. Yeah. Let me fill their conscience with their sins while they're supposed to be remembering their sins no more.
Indeed. Yes.
And so listen, if you're remembering your sin, you ain't remembering the Lord's body. Jesus didn't say, this is my body that is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of your sin. Is that what he said?
No.
This is the cup that is my blood of the New Testament. Do this in remembrance of your sin. But then we come together and tell everybody they need to remember their sins and make sure they got them all dealt with before they take communion. You see, we're trampling underfoot the blood of the covenant. We're counting as nothing what Jesus did when we say that. We're doing despite to the Spirit of grace is what we're doing.
And it's no wonder